I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I'm glad you're here.
Mind if I join you?
Please be my guest.
Thanks. It's a lovely spot.
Softly against the cafe windows the night Adam agreed to go on a blind date. He almost didn't come. For 3 years, since the accident that took his wife Emily, Adam's world had revolved around only two things: his 6-year-old daughter Sophie and his 4-year-old son Noah. Love, romance, laughter shared over coffee. Those belonged to another lifetime. But his sister insisted. "You deserve to breathe again," she had said. Adam wasn't looking for love. He was looking for proof that his heart was still capable of feeling anything at all. He adjusted the sleeves of his navy sweater and glanced at his phone. 7:02 p.m. Then the cafe door opened. And his entire world stopped. The woman who walked in looked exactly like Emily. The same honey blonde hair. The same gentle curve of her smile. Even the way she tucked a loose strand behind her ear was identical. Adam's breath caught in his throat. No. This couldn't be real. The woman scanned the room nervously until her eyes landed on him. She smiled politely and walked over. "Adam," she asked softly. Her voice wasn't Emily's. But it was close enough to send a shiver down his spine. "Yes," he replied, standing too quickly and nearly knocking over his chair. "I'm Olivia, Olivia. Not Emily. Not his wife." But the resemblance was so hauntingly perfect that Adam felt dizzy. They sat down. The waiter came and went. Adam barely heard a word. Olivia noticed. "You look like you've seen a ghost," she said gently. Adam hesitated. He had promised himself he wouldn't bring up Emily on a first date. But this was impossible to ignore. "You look exactly like my wife," he whispered. Olivia didn't flinch. Instead, her expression softened. "I know," she said quietly. "Your sister warned me." Adam blinked. "She told you." "She said it might shock you," Olivia replied. "But she also said you're a good man who's been carrying too much pain alone." Adam leaned back, overwhelmed. This wasn't what he expected. He thought he'd run out screaming. Instead, Olivia's calmness steadied him. "I'm sorry," he said. "If I stare, it's not." "It's okay," she interrupted gently. "I'm not here to replace her." Those words hit him harder than anything else that night. The first hour was awkward. Painfully awkward. Adam kept noticing tiny differences. Olivia's laugh was louder. Her eyes were a darker shade of green. She spoke with more confidence than Emily ever had. Slowly, the shock began to fade. They talked about books. About work. About parenting disasters. When Adam mentioned his children, Olivia's face lit up. "You're a single dad?" she asked warmly. "Yes," he said, bracing himself for pity. Instead, she smiled. "That's beautiful, beautiful." No one had ever described his exhaustion as beautiful before. The date ended gently. No fireworks. No dramatic confession. But when Olivia stood to leave, she paused. "I know this must be complicated," she said softly. "But if you'd like to try again, I'd be open to that." Adam looked at her, really looked at her. For the first time, he didn't see Emily. He saw Olivia. And something inside him shifted. "I'd like that," he said. The second date was easier. The third felt almost natural. By the fourth, Adam found himself laughing again, real laughter, the kind that didn't feel forced. But the real test came when he introduced her to Sophie and Noah. Adam was terrified. What if they froze? What if they cried? What if they thought he was trying to erase their mother? Olivia arrived with cookies she had baked herself. Sophie opened the door. And stared. For a long moment, no one spoke. Then Sophie whispered, "You look like Mommy." Olivia knelt down slowly. "I've heard she was wonderful," she said gently. "I could never be your mommy. But maybe I could be your friend." Sophie studied her carefully. Noah ran forward and hugged Olivia's leg without hesitation. Adam nearly broke down. Children see truth without filters. And in that moment, there was no fear, only curiosity. Weeks turned into months. There were difficult nights. Adam sometimes woke up confused, reaching for a woman who was no longer there. Olivia never tried to fill that space. She didn't touch Emily's photos. She didn't ask him to stop talking about her. Instead, she listened. One evening, Adam found Olivia sitting with Sophie, looking through an old photo album. "This was Mommy's favorite dress," Sophie explained proudly. Olivia smiled. She had great taste. Adam stood in the doorway, stunned. She wasn't threatened. She wasn't jealous. She honored the memory. That was the moment Adam realized something important. He wasn't falling in love because Olivia looked like Emily. He was falling in love because Olivia respected her. But life rarely moves without testing happiness. One afternoon at the park, a stranger approached Olivia. "You're her, aren't you?" the woman said coldly. Adam stiffened. "Excuse me," Olivia replied. "You look just like the woman who died last year." People talk. Some think it's strange. Adam felt anger rise in his chest. Before he could speak, Olivia squeezed his hand. "We're not replacing anyone," she said calmly. "We're building something new." The woman walked away. Adam turned to Olivia. "You don't deserve this," he said. She smiled softly. "Love isn't about what we deserve. It's about what we choose." A year later, Adam found himself back at the same cafe where they had first met. He had asked Olivia to join him there. She arrived wearing a soft blue dress, the same color she wore on their second date. "You look nervous," she teased. "I am," he admitted. Adam reached into his pocket and pulled out a small velvet box. Olivia's eyes widened. "I spent 3 years believing my heart was buried with my wife," Adam began. "Then you walked in, and I thought I was losing my mind." She laughed softly through forming tears. "You didn't try to erase my past. You helped me carry it." Adam opened the box. "Olivia, will you marry me?" Tears streamed down her face. "Yes," she whispered. Their wedding was small and intimate. Before the ceremony, Adam took a quiet moment alone. He looked at a framed photo of Emily. "I'll always love you," he whispered. "But I'm allowed to live again." The wind seemed to answer him gently. During the ceremony, Sophie and Noah stood beside Olivia, holding her hands. When the officiant asked if anyone objected, Sophie shouted loudly, "I don't." Everyone laughed. That night, after the guests left and the children were asleep, Adam and Olivia sat together on the couch. "Do you ever feel strange?" Adam asked softly. "Knowing how much you look like her?" Olivia thought for a moment. "No," she said.